And President Bill Clinton receives an unexpected wrong number.
Hello, Philip. It's John Blackman here from Telecom Mobilenet.
To sport now, and the third cricket test wound up this week in a draw. There was one sad note when Aussie paceman Merv Hughes injured his groin, but a much happier one when newcomer Graham Thorpe injured his. Meanwhile, skipper Graham Gooch received a surprise wrong number.
Hello, Philip. It's John Blackman here from Telecom Mobilenet.
Back home, and the slangy match between Optus and Telecom reached a climax this week, with Optus accusing Telecom of sabotaging its calls. Their suspicions were aroused when this ad appeared in several newspapers during the week. I was suspicious. However, Optus got its own back when Telecom's chief spokesperson was interrupted during a press conference.
Hello? Hello, Philip. It's John Blackman here from Telecom Mobilenet.
And the Wallabies rugby team today went to New Zealand. They went down to New Zealand in the Bledisloe Cup. Last-minute admission from the team was fullback Marty Roebuck, who managed to tie his own shoe at training during the week and was ruled too intelligent to play. Meanwhile, his colleagues left for Dunedin looking relaxed, confident,
Philip, it's John Blackman here.
and, yes, just a little bit John Inman. And the Khmer Rouge receive an unexpected call.
It's John Blackman from Telecom Mobilenet here. Who's that?
We're going to do one of those jokes every week for the rest of the series. Staying overseas in Israel, the trial of the man alleged to be Nazi war criminal Ivan the Terrible has ended with an acquittal. After almost 5 years of hearings, the court decided that George Demjanjuk was not Ivan the Terrible, but in fact a lesser-known figure, Ivan the Disobedient. The accused man sat in silence as the court read its verdict.
We acquit the appellant on grounds of doubt of the charges attributed to him.
Unfortunately, there was a crossed line on the translation.
G'day, it's John Blackman from Telecom Mobilenet here. Who's that?
Meanwhile, to Bosnia, and peace talks have broken down yet again. Representatives began meeting in Geneva this week but failed to make progress. First, the Bosnian leader stormed out. Then Muslim President Izetbegovic threatened to leave. Finally, just as all leaders were brought together round the negotiation table, Serbia's Radovan Karadzic was called to the phone.
G'day, it's John Blackman from Telecom Mobilenet here. Who's that?
Always happens. Tonight, staying overseas, officials at NASA continue to search unsuccessfully for the Observer space probe. The Observer, of course, was launched last September, but it was only a few days ago that scientists lost radio contact with it. First, they presumed it had just gone under a bridge or something, but then strange signals began coming into NASA.
G'day, it's John Blackman from Telecom Mobilenet here. Who's that?
Meanwhile, back home, there's been turmoil. You've heard about the John Dawkins affair?
Kenneth Maley of the Ivory Coast was in Adelaide and voted for the people.
Our Treasurer, John Dawker, he threatened to resign. It's true. Mr Dawkins hinted he might quit during a press conference.
Leave Fremantle, get on a plane and come to Canberra. The prospect of political retirement does well in my mind.
Now, the Treasurer's threatened resignation prompted an immediate response. But good to hear, he later retracted his comments, saying it wasn't the Senate or the opposition that was getting him down, it was just all the phone calls.
G'day, it's John Blackman from Telecom Mobilenet here. Who's that?
Thank you, Bruce.
See, you do that well.
That
John Blackman joke, hasn't that gone down well
has.
for another
I think
It was missing last week, and it's back in now.
back home now, and the coronial inquest into the Kenai siege ended this week. In handing down his findings, the coroner reserved his strongest criticism for members of the media who tied up phone lines at the siege site. In particular, he singled out Mike Willisey.
Did you see anybody get killed?
Mike Munro and, of course, our old friend.
Hi, it's John Blackman from Telecom
They
Mobilenet.
couldn't get a call for it. And staying overseas, Benazir Bhutto has narrowly won the Pakistan general election. She defeated Muslim League leader Nawaz Sharif, who struggled throughout the campaign to get his message across. Wait for
G'day,
it.
it's John Blackman from Telecom Mobilenet.
I have a sense of humour.
Oh, not the phone.
Yeah, the phone.
No,
I'm
not
going
the
to make the phone.
You're going to phone the walls again.
I've got a new prank.
A new prank. This better be good.
Prank, and I've got this will make you laugh. It makes them laugh in the sense. Here we go.
Hello?
Oh, it's John Hewson here from Telecom Mobile. Who's that?
It's John Blackman here, Don. This is my gig, all right? So rack off.
to say this. We've been doing this segment on The Late Show for about 3 months.
What, this particular one?
This one won't see the light of day after tonight. How's that bulk eraser going? And not once in that time,
Never.
even in these difficult moments like tonight, have we resorted to cheap gimmicks just to save the actual
But
segment.
I think now's the time.
Mr. Colonel, hello.
Oh, my goodness, I can't believe it. It's Dennis Elbow.
Mr. Graham,
Ladies and gentlemen, Dennis Elbow.
Mr. Graham, is it true what they say about that Dean Lucan?
What, Dennis? What?
You know that he's a...
That he's a what?
You know that he's a weightlifter?
Oh, incorrigible.
This is Graham.